All right, guys. So I know you guys are starting your journey onto PPC. Don't mind me, I'm a little sick, but I want to go ahead and teach you guys. So as these leads come in for your PPC campaigns, I want to make sure that you guys are dialed in to have the script on point, have the follow-up on point, and then have the conversion on point onto how to actually like lead them through. And this is how I do it. Um, as you guys go through everything and start working these leads, you might find a better way, and that's fine. You don't have to follow my way. That's the thing about being entrepreneurs, right? So like whatever works, just do that, right? Like whatever works for me might not work for you, but I'm just sharing what works for me because it does work, right? And then if
Right.
you have to, have a few tweaks added here or there, then go for it. Do whatever you got to do, right? And even come back and share with me too. Maybe it could help me out too. So there's that script.
Yeah.
I wanna pull up a script. Give me a second. I want to see if there's the script in school for PPC or not.
I'm also looking into like SMS. I know
Mm,
you said over in New Jersey. I'm not. I wouldn't start that until I'm like really good at getting this going. So I'm probably wouldn't to just make it all on top of me and real hard. So I'd probably of course start with this first, and I need money getting into that one. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot about SMS.
right. Well, we'll
Um,
talk about that after. Uh,
yeah, yeah,
so back to the script, right? So we have our inbound lead script. It's right in the classroom for you guys as well. So it's all there, right? And that's all you're gonna need. Like keep this as super simple as possible as you can possibly get it. Because the more you complicate things, it's not repeatable and it's not teachable, right? So keep it absolutely simple. And instead of talking a lot, try to talk less and get your point across. Just be super, super direct and get the other party to understand what you're trying to say effectively. So, first things first, I go ahead and say, hey, the seller's name. So I can say, hey, Malachi, my name is Sam with Rapid Wholesale Options. So you could go ahead and say your company name at this point, and you need to say that, right? You need to let them know because it was on the ad, you know. So like
what is the company name? What is it? I still don't know it.
Malachi, what is it? Clear Home Path Sales, right? Clear Path Home Sales.
Clear Path Home Sales. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you can,
So then you go ahead and just let them know I've received an inquiry about your property at 123 Main Street. You have a quick 5 minutes to speak about it, and then you go on from there, right? Let them start speaking if they start speaking. If they don't, then just go ahead and give them an upfront contract. Let them know exactly how this is going to work, right? So this is way they're playing your game and you're teaching them the rules. So they don't go ahead and take you down some friggin' crazy path where you're like you know, you're like a little dummy or something. You're
Yeah.
going to go ahead and lead them as a professional. So you tell them,
Right.
typically, how we actually work all of this is we collect some data about your situation and the condition of the home. And I'll go ahead and collect as much data as possible for me to bring to my underwriting team or for me to discuss things with my partner, however you want to go ahead and say it. I just say that for me to best fight for the highest and best offer for you. The more information you give me, the better I can understand your situation and the condition of the home. And the more you do give me, the higher price that I could actually fight for you. And then I also let them know, like, hey, look, if there's something that you don't tell me, we're just going to assume it's in the worst condition. So the more you tell me, the better, right? And then I just ask them, does that sound fair? Right? And you get a yes out of them, right? So then you're putting them on the yes train. So you're constantly getting them to say yes about random stuff, right? So then you get their approval that
Yeah.
yes, this does sound
Yeah.
fair. We can move on forward, right? We move on forward, and then I start asking about the four pillars, right? But first things first, I just ask them about their situation because that's the most important. And I just want to go ahead and see like where the pain is right from the jump. And so I just started talking about them. Like, yeah, so could you catch me up to speed on the situation? Why even sell this home in the first place? And they start telling me all the stuff, right? This isn't like cold call where you just want to get like four pillars ASAP and get them off the phone. No, no, this is like they're already interested, they're paid, and they're hot leads. We're gonna take our sweet ass time with them, right? So we're gonna go through their situation. We're gonna pay attention. We're gonna speak to them, like speak through the entire conversation and be there for them and collectively like engage throughout the entire time, right? And while I do this, I take heavy amounts of notes. So I never forget anything because the situation is gonna be the most important thing. If you remember little things, they're gonna be like, oh, he actually cares about me. He actually cares about my situation. And he actually cares about solving my problems instead of just seeing the dollar signs in my eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I take heavy amounts of notes, and then when I call them back, I bring all the stuff up. Um, so with the situation, I get to basically determine how I'm going to route this call, right? So, for example, I'm dealing with a seller that needs to be in the property for an extra 15 days to move out, right? So, like with that, I know that there's a couple of different routes I can take. I could take the route of me giving him the price, and then, if he likes it, I go ahead and tell him how most companies aren't even going to work with him because of that. And then it helps me solve his problem. And I get creative from there. I told him that, hey, I'm just going to hold $1,000 a day. So, which is 15 days. We're going to go ahead and hold back 15 grand. And when you leave the property, you'll get that 15 grand that's still owed to you, right? So it was $100,000 sale. So I told him that at close, you're going to get $85,000. And when you leave and vacate, then you're going to get the remaining 15K, right? So like use the situation to find out problems that you can solve and let them know like other people are going to have difficulty, dealing with them and dealing with the sale. Um, Compared to us, we're going to be able to help them with different things and we'll go above and beyond to take care of him and, earn his satisfaction. So after that, I just go on to the next pillar. I ask him about the time frame, how soon he's looking to sell, and I try to situate everything, take a ton of notes, and I go ahead and ask him about the condition and the price, and I I try to understand everything as best as possible. Same thing, just like cold call or text or anything else. And then I just let him know, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your patience, and I appreciate you telling me all these things. It's going to help me fight for the highest and best. I got one question for you before I get going. Let's say if I get you your asking price. Okay, so let's say I get you your asking price today. Are you ready to make a yes or no decision?
Oh yeah.
Right? I get an understanding of like, are they going to be ready to go when I, go ahead and come back with an offer, or are they just shopping for my price? Right? So I want to know that before I come back. So I need to know that. Like, how far are you in this stage? I mean, are you that serious where you're like, ready to make a move today? Or are you just, shopping around? Can you give me a yes or no? I
Okay.
want to understand so I can fight for the best price, that we can possibly get for you, depending on your urgency and, when you're ready to actually move on things. Right? If he says that, oh yeah, I'm gonna need another month to close whatever, I don't even tell him the price. I don't even be like, oh, okay, that's fine. I completely understand that. Well, we're gonna work on, running comps and underwriting the deal. In the meantime, you shop around, do your thing, and we would love to get back in touch with you in about 2, 3 weeks. Right? So if the guy told me that he's looking to sell in a month, I don't even tell him the price. I don't care. Why am I gonna tell him the price? So he can go shop around to like 50 other guys? No, I'm not doing that. That's like shooting myself in the foot, right? So
Yeah.
I like to go ahead and make sure that they're ready to get an offer and make a yes or no decision then. And sometimes they're just super freaking hard headed and they'll lie to you that they are ready to make a decision when they're not. And if that's the case, then I go ahead and let them know about the urgency with us. I'm just letting you know, like, if you don't make a yes or no decision, like this offer ends because we don't know how limited we are with our money, right? So you create some urgency and let them know like we're buying other homes too, and like our money supply is not unlimited, you know. So yeah, that's basically it. I just like to create a lot of urgency. I either put them on hold if I already know what they're like doing. I just need to look up another comp or something, or if I really need like 10, 20 minutes to like look at the entire deal and see like what exactly I'm going to be able to offer. Then I tell them like, hey, I need to speak to my partner and look this deal over with him to make sure we can come in at the highest and best price for you. Blah blah blah. Um, does 740 work for you for us to speak again? And he'll say yes or no, and we go from there. Right.
It
So that's
already sounds so
basically it.
similar to like everything I'd be saying. It's not too much off. Like I said, it's just a beginning. Like they're already motivated or looking instead of me just picking up the phone calling
Yeah,
calling part. That's it.
that's basically it. Another thing I would say is most of these people they don't like to make a decision right away, and
Mhm.
I've noticed like it's a sales thing, right? You got to be super super pushy with them. Some people just won't make that decision, and like it's understanding who you're dealing with. You know, like if you go super pushy on a person that's soft, like they're not gonna like it. They're gonna hate it.
Yeah.
Um, so definitely understand who you're dealing with. Ask a ton of questions that'll help you understand who you're dealing with. That's also gonna help. And follow up is gonna be like the other thing. Follow up is gonna be like the most important. You know.
Okay.
So so yeah, that's basically it in a nutshell. Um, and then I would say the other half is gonna be dispo. Dispo is gonna be like a whole friggin' challenge and a half because you don't have these buyers in these new areas, right? So I'm gonna have you guys help me like with dispo. Um, and then go from there. I'm gonna provide you everything you guys need. Only if I'm like going super hectic. And if you guys already start working on dispo on your own, then hats off to you guys. And if you guys need help, then great. And if you guys want me to handle it, then we'll handle it. So up to you guys. Um, yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's it. You know, I'm gonna set up everything in the entire CRM, like, leads coming in, fresh leads, and you can go ahead and say like, they were called once or called twice, and you can put them in the follow-up stage, and then you could put them into like you know, convertible. Like I have a stage that's called convertible. Like these leads are convertible. Like they're hot, they're ready to go, they've already been nurtured, they're ready to go, you know? And then I
Okay.
put them in contract said, there's a follow-up one, and then there's an under contract, and then there's dispo, and then there's closed.
Okay.
And
And
then at
then
the end
you
is
said
long.
you have that convertible one that they're hot. So why? So how do we know if they're hot and they're not? Why wouldn't they already be under contract? Like, you see what I'm saying? If they're already like ready to go, would it just be like they're looking for that right number, like, but they're wanting to sell now? That like
Maybe
where?
you might just need it might be a time thing, right?
Okay.
It's not like the perfect time for them right now. But
Okay.
or it could be like they're almost on the edge, but like something happened. Like there's one lead I have right now chilling in the CRM. He's saying that his nephew passed away along with his brother, right?
Well.
So it's
Okay.
like he was like this close to signing the contract. I sent it to him, and then the contract expired because of this. That's convertible lead. Like that one's ready to go. I just gotta nurture it. It's
Yep.
ready to convert. There's another one. There's a guy in a hospital. Um, he owns a property in Michigan, and he's going through a stroke right now. Like he's going through strokes and stuff, and so he's just out in and out the hospital constantly, and he can't even like walk right now. So, and he's getting help from like his family and the people at the hospital. So, like people like him, we already negotiated a price. We already agreed upon a price. Only thing he
Okay.
has to do is just sign a contract. That's a convertible lead. Like I
Yep.
was ready to go. You know what I mean? There's not
Yep.
even following up, nothing to do. It's just like we're just waiting at this point, and then calling him just to check up on him just to see like, how he's doing and all. That's it,
Okay.
you know. So I think you guys are gonna like this a lot. Markai, you just texted me.
Yeah, I had connection issues for a minute. I don't know what was going on. Like it'll just lag out.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got you. I didn't even notice.
yeah,
But
bro.
Malachi, I used that picture I sent you. I used that for the logo. And
Yeah, I just couldn't figure that out, man. I had a hard time. Everything just looks so generic.
so see, the thing is with the logos, like I had people um like I literally went out there and like bought logo, and I paid some dude like $200 to create mine. But like that's stupid. Like nowadays you can just go on uh like AI and generate a AI logo. That's what I did for you. So it was like
Yeah,
legit free.
I was trying that all day, but everything just it's like was the same stuff on every site, and I was like, wow.
Is this good though?
Yeah, ChatGPT was different, but I only had like 3 tries, and then I ran out of,
I got you.
you
But see,
know.
the thing with ChatGPT is like it'll make one logo, but it'll have a mistake in it. It'll make another logo and it'll have a mistake in it.
Yeah,
And then by the time you correct it, you're out of tries. Like they do that on purpose, so you have to buy it.
yeah,
But it's all good. And this one works. I would never pay for another one ever again either. After I know what I know now, and only thing you gotta do is like, let's say if you want your logo on a shirt or whatever. Like I have mine on hoodies. Like my wife's wearing a hoodie with the logo on it right now. Um, I had to just get the background. I forget what it's called, but like, when you see like
erase the
a
background.
JPEG, yeah, it's like a just like a transparent background, so you can
Yeah,
get it printed on. My printing guy did that for me. Yeah, I paid him like $30 and he did it for me. So like wherever you get it like printed, like those guys should be able to do it in like Photoshop for you, no problem.
yeah.
Do you
So
have to do anything with the logo in order to wear it? Do you have to like get it certified or anything like that, or you'll be
no,
fine?
no, it's yours. It is what it is. So that's it.
All right.
What was I gonna say? That's about it. I mean, I was telling Talia before you came on, Malachi, that I'm working on one more pixel. I should have that done, and then Facebook's to be done, and I'm gonna be working on the CRM after. Um, I told you opposite. I told you that I was gonna work on the CRM first, and then Facebook. I thought about it, and it was like opposite. It was backwards. Um, why would I work on the CRM when there's nothing to attach to it? You know what I mean? So at least this way, like the ads are already made, everything's good to go, and then I go work on the CRM, get all the
Yeah,
workflows, just get you guys your accounts. So I should be finished with the Pixel in like 30 minutes after the Zoom, and then I'll just make your guys' account first. So you guys can hop on and check things out, and
yeah.
then while you guys are doing that, I'll start working on the workflows. Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So, and then I'll show you guys how you can like basically like customize the CRM in a little bit. Like, so each pipeline goes up and down, and you could like interchange pipelines um, to basically like suit however you want it. So just like how I was saying, like, there's like the leads, the first call, second call, follow up, convertible, all that stuff. You could change it to like whatever you guys want. Like I'll put in whatever I use right now, but you guys could change it and customize it however you guys want, however you guys feel is like best necessary for you guys. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about it. You guys have any questions about this?
No.
Malachi?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess like what's gonna be best is just like starting off and then going off from there. I was telling Talia it's gonna take like 20 to 25 leads per contract. So each and every lead that you touch, make sure it's like rock solid and you're ready to go. Also, we got like 3 million. And so it was like 2.5 to 3.1 million audience. So there's a broad audience. The audience was a little too small. I asked you, Malachi, like if you know any other markets. So what I did was I added like Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, um, and another two from
Yeah,
Texas. Because like it's such a big market, it's easy with the population over there because it's a massive state.
yeah. Talia, do you have any areas?
Um, no, not really. Do we? Isn't it expensive to get into New Jersey?
So what I did was I picked just small little counties in Jersey
Yeah,
that were, like
yeah,
distressed and highly distressed, and that's what I did. And
yeah.
like I didn't go state by state. I went county by county and city by city.
Okay.
So that's like how I went around it. And I just learned that recently. My guy, one of my boys has a marketing company. Like that's just all he does is marketing, right? And I learned the majority of what I know from him and another guy. They're both just marketers. They only have marketing companies. It's what they do for a living. And they were like, "Oh well, if you if you go state by state, you need a bigger budget. You know what I mean? You need a
Right,
massive budget." And he's like, "Your budget is not massive at all. It's small, actually."
Yeah.
You know? And so he's like, "If you're going super small, then you need to target like really, really like hard." Right? So I was like, interesting. So that's when I started doing this like the county by county instead of the state because also I was getting leads in the middle of nowhere, like nowhere. Like I would get leads. um I have one in Pennsylvania. It's in Puxatawny. Like who
Right.
the hell knows where Puxatawny is? It's crazy. It's just the groundhog
yeah,
area. Like we can't sell that thing for life, you know. And so it's difficult, and so that's why it's like now we know instead of just going whole Pennsylvania, no, like only a few certain cities like Philadelphia, we could sell deals by the volume.
right,
Oh, excuse me. But yeah, that's uh that's like the route that we're going. And even just through like collective cities, just like that, we got a large audience to market to. So we should be getting deals. That's not a even a question, it's a given. So
right. Okay.
so yeah. But have you guys figured out, whether you guys are gonna split the day on or something like that, or what do you guys planning to do?
Um, and the thing that me and him like signed, it was just me basically keeping up with the leads, and then if you helped, it would be like 40-40 between you guys, and then me 20, and then if me and him dispoed it, it would just be 50-50. But huh?
What do you mean, with you and him just voted 50-50?
Like if me and him just worked on a deal instead of using like help for this, like if me and him could somehow dispo a deal on our own. So that's what
Oh,
we came.
the original numbers. So like the entire split was, let's say if I'm dispoing a deal, then it's basically 50-50. If you guys are dispoing the deal, it's 60-40, right? So
Okay.
like Malachi's getting 60 and then I'm ended up getting 40. But my job is to constantly keep making sure that there's leads coming in, good leads, and at a volume as well.
Okay.
You guys never have a lead issue.
So how would the numbers be then? Because I had him on the thing last time. So can you say that again?
It's 50-50 if I go ahead and dispo, right? And then
Yeah.
it's 60-40 if you guys dispo.
Okay.
But like, let's say if you guys need help with dispo, I'm always here to help you guys wherever you guys need. So wherever there's leads, like let's say if you need buyers leads, I could pull them in that area for you guys, off of Investor Lift, and then you guys can call them away from there.
Okay. So should I rewrite the thing? Because we already signed off on one of them. I remember when we talked, me and you talked like a couple weeks ago, and you said to create one, and
Yeah.
then we came up with numbers, and that's how I planned, like wrote it out. Because me and Malachi hopped on the phone, and that's how I kind of
What?
did the numbers. So I kind of messed up then.
we can just void it, I guess.
So I know like me and Malachi discussed just that.
Yeah,
Um, and then whatever is on your end, that's what Malachi you gotta discuss. Like I have nothing to do with that. Like I
Okay,
have nothing to
that
do with
might.
how you and Malachi split or
Okay,
or go about it. Um,
okay,
it's just between me and Malachi, and that's basically it. Just uh,
okay,
just cost of like me basically walking you guys through everything, being here, and taking care of leads. That's
yeah,
mainly it. Is a lead flow and marketing,
okay.
yeah.
right? So,
Still
and then
invest also, right?
what'd you say?
You still have investor lift?
I do, yeah.
All right, all right.
Anywhere else that you guys need help, like I'll help. I mean, that's just like that. I'm not charging or anything for that. That's just me being here. And anywhere I can help, like let me know. I'm more than happy to help you guys.
Right,
You know, so even for scaling or anything like that, let's keep it going. Let's scale. The bigger I can help you guys get, like the better. And let's say if you guys had like a different campaign, like texting or cold calling or something, and you guys get leads and stuff off of that, like that's all on your guys. Like that has nothing to do with me.
right.
You know, so that's it. And also, Talia, if you can go ahead and set up like the texting, I'll be more than willing to do 50-50 with you too.
Yeah. Okay, I just been learning about it right now because I'm about to start this, and I don't want to like add too much to my plate
I mean,
just
I can
yet.
teach you how to do it. Only reason I don't want to do it is because the possibility of getting like a lawsuit on that.
Yeah, yep, and that too. And I kind of have no time for that right now. Yeah,
Because I'm looking to do some like text if I could get somebody to do it for me and run it. And I'm more than happy to pay like whatever the marketing fee is. Like, if you want 50%, like even if you want 55%, like take it. Like I'm looking to just buy more deals in my area. So like whatever I can do to do that, like hats off to you. If I can
yep.
help you do that, uh, I'll do it like at any means. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, South Jersey, I'm looking to heavily buy, and then also like mixed use as well. Like I have one of my buddies, he buys like mixed use buildings, like storefronts and stuff, like commercial buildings. And so he gave me like his access to his co-star. So I've been pulling some properties off of that, like commercial buildings. Because like imagine like you're wholesaling this residential stuff, small single family houses. Your average assignment fee is 15K. If you wholesale a freaking building like that, that's worth 5 mil, bro, your assignment fee is like 200 grand.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fat. And he buys them cash. So like I would have the perfect guy to sell it to, like right there, you know? So
Yeah.
if you guys ever like get into that too, it's like he wants 10,000 and plus square foot, uh 1970s or newer. Here, let me see. South Jersey and Central Jersey, and then 20% vacancy rate. So, but that's like more advanced stuff like later on when you guys get down that path. Like once you're like, getting like one contract, two contracts a month and like you guys are like, making some money and then like once you start like working on scaling this that you have already, right? Making it a lot bigger, making a lot more fat spreads, whatever you guys want to do, whether you want to scale volume or gross, we can work on it together. Um, But in the future, if you guys ever want to go on the commercial side, that's like what I'm doing right now. I'm like learning it. I'm getting familiar with it, and I'm trying to do big deals. I'm trying to do some fat deals. Like I'm trying to do some crazy ones where I had one of my boys. He made 700 grand flipping some land, like a lot of land. It was like a big, big, big parcel of land. But I'm trying to do that kind of, like those kinds of deals, like big deals. It's like you do like one or two deals a year, and you're beating off like all the competition for all the smaller wholesalers. You know what I mean? Like you're
Yeah.
just like crapping on all of them. So, but one step at a time. like those bigger deals also require a lot of marketing as well. Um, uh, a long time to get as well. So it's like a stepping stone, right? You gotta like learn this, crush it, dominate it, stack a lot of money to the side, 300K, and then you can start making risky investments, But the higher
Yeah.
the risk, the bigger the reward. So, but you need to weather the storm, right? So you need to have a good amount of capital to the side.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but yeah, other
Malachi, are you gonna rewrite like a? Because I'm really confused because we got that paper sign. So are you gonna rewrite that just so we can get that signed before things start? Just
Yeah,
because like
I
said, just
guess
so
I guess you're sitting at 20% on everything now.
huh?
Yeah. I guess you're sitting at 20%.
that's actually fantastic.
Yeah.
20% is like
I try not to be too greedy, bro. I
twenty
mean,
percent is a lot.
No, yeah, I'm just really confused right now. So how does that work? I'm not. No, I'm good. But like, how does that work with everything?
What
so
do you mean?
when we're
So
gonna sign
I'm
JV.
just acquisitions, right? Like I'm not
Yeah.
acquisitions and dispo. I'm
No,
just putting them on the contract, right?
Right.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
you want to help sell them, you can.
that's what I was confused. I was just confused
But
right there.
this
That's
is
it.
how I'd keep it, Malachi. If you're gonna have Talia as an acquisitions closer, then you just leave Talia as a closer. And then when you get properties under contract, whether you got it under contract or Talia got it under contract, um, Malachi, you're the person that's gonna benefit from, dispoing. So if you want to dispo, Malachi, you should be the one that's helping dispo. Does that make sense? Because you're gonna pocket more money.
right.
And like if you need help, if you need lists, if you need me to even like put it up on InvestList for you, that's not a problem,
Okay. Yeah,
right?
that's why I asked, do you still have investor left? I know a couple ways to close out deals just from
Yeah.
finding buyers, but
Well, I mean, look, as long as the deal, I just really tell you guys to just make sure that the deal is freaking solid, like
Yep.
solid as can be. And the main thing is like sometimes the numbers can be solid, but it can be in a crappy location, or it can be in a great location, but the numbers are solid. Numbers are a little off. So just make sure the deal is really great, and the rest is going to be a breeze. Selling it will be a breeze as long as you have the right people that you're calling up to sell it to, right? And with Investor Lift, I could pull the exact same buyers that have bought like 3 deals in a row in that area, that has like bought 4 flips in the past 3 months. Like I could pull all these kinds of people.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, just focus on like making sure the deal is really nice.
Okay.
And Talia, remember, if giving out the offer doesn't make you nervous, it's a bad offer.
Yep.
It should make you like, rethink life when you're giving out this offer,
Yep.
so, and that's the norm. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not a bad offer. They can always just say no.
Right? You know what's crazy? Like, somebody beat me for like 2K off of an offer that I sent out in like South Jersey. But I've learned something. Um, from now on, I'm always gonna like anytime I have an offer being sent out, I'm always gonna throw out an escalation clause with it. And the escalation clause is gonna be for my max offer, completely max. I'm not gonna go like 3, 4K over. No, I'm gonna go max. So if the other guy like offers a little more, the agent comes back to me and lets me know like, hey, look, this guy offered this much. Your escalation clause is for this much. Where do you want to go ahead with your offer now? You know?
Right.
So this way they don't just accept the other guy's offer and be like, all right, you're done. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Just like
Yeah.
just like how this one happened. The home sold for 50K. I could have gave him 58, but I offered 47. And yeah, you know, if
Yeah.
I had my escalation clause at like 58, I would have whooped the other guy. I would have took the deal.
Yeah.
So that was like super, super important that I learned. And It's very valuable, especially when you're like, either wholesaling or buying, whichever. Also, Talia and Malachi, actually, have you guys found anybody like open to even pick up their phone from those like leads that I sent you guys from the
That
taxes?
last person called me. The last person, like Thomas or something. It's definitely not Thomas. She's like can't speak English at all.
Oh, I remember. It was for Timothy Addicts.
Yeah, Timothy. My fault. I don't know why the hell I
I
was
got
thinking
you.
Thomas.
All good. It's all good. Just try to call the other guys more, and
Okay.
I'll give you guys a list as well. Talia, you down to call? It's gonna be like a hot list. So the list is of people that are basically delinquent on their taxes and they have tax liens, and we're able to like you know get the taxes a little bit lower where we can make a deal with some of them. So see if like which ones are actually open to selling because they're gonna get foreclosed on regardless.
Okay.
And Kathy, the one that I said you, Kathy, I walked her house and everything. She's ready to go. She's absolutely ready to go. All she wants is like 2, 3 grand to walk away with. I could give it that to her.
Yeah, she's not answering at all.
Yeah, I know. I
I've been
tried to
calling.
call her. But that lady, you gotta stay persistent with her. When I was like speaking to her before, she was the same way. You know,
Okay.
there was this one time that I called her for like a week straight and then she answered. So just
Yeah,
like,
I've been keeping up on Mike. He'll text me and then no response. So then I'll call. Then he'll text me again, no response. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
that guy is so freaking annoying. That's why
Yeah,
I
I
love him.
call early. Like I wake up on the weekends, like 6, 7 in the morning. I'm calling him on the way to my job at like 6 in the morning just to see if he'll answer. You know what I mean? At a different time.
Yeah, literally.
Call later in the day, nothing. I'm like, dude, holy crap.
Is
And every message is just about, I'm driving, I can't answer right now. I'm like, okay, but texting.
yeah, he's something else. We're gonna have to have like a drip campaign for that guy. Just keep that guy being like contacted over and over and over again.
Yeah,
Because he's gonna sell eventually,
yeah,
and like the property he has, it's there. We just gotta
yeah,
get rid of it. Well, I mean, he has to get rid of it, but we just gotta get him under contract on the right time because he already went under contract like 3 times.
yeah. I
So
keep up with Jeremy still and a niece, the one girl that had that big crack in the pipe in the floor or whatever. And she just cussed me out, but I'll probably call her tomorrow or Monday.
why'd she cuss you out?
Just telling me, I was blowing her up like 2 or 3 times for like the third day in a row because she said she was closing the 22nd. So I called her a couple days before just to see, some contracts cancel early. She's like, you see, I'm ignoring your phone calls. Why the f are you calling me still? I'm like, just to see if ever. She's like, yeah, I'm effing packing. Like, cut me off. I'm packing right now. Stop calling me. But I'm not seeing nowhere that the house sold. Wouldn't it on Zillow say it sold?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been checking that. Nothing. And Jeremy's nothing.
Huh.
So I'm keeping up on both of them until they block me.
Yeah. I mean, that other one, I'll give it some more time. Where the
Yeah.
one that she was cussing you out, I'll give her some more time.
Okay.
You know. So, and then also, I would say just like constantly keep trying to find like new people. So,
Oh yeah,
all this
I've
new
been
list that I sent you,
dates. Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna get you this tax list, but I'm gonna send it to you tomorrow because I just want to figure out all this for the ads and get it up and running. Okay.
So usually I don't cold call Sundays because like a lot of people think it's like the rest day of the week or God's day. So should I just call it like who cares or should I just start that list Monday?
Up to you. That's a personal preference. Me, I just call whenever and at any time. Um, I just like give zero Fs, but
Yeah, I don't care
it
either.
doesn't
So
matter. If you
yeah,
don't want to call, then don't call. If you want to call, and if you're ruthless, call. I just
yeah,
don't. Everyone got mixed opinions about that. I don't know. I just
I've
called.
heard so much about that. My last mentor was like, Sundays I don't do anything. I just hate the weekend. Every time it's like Thursday, I'm like, bro, I didn't fucking stand the weekend. God, dude.
Yeah. Look, I can't
Everybody's
stand not
just
working, so I just call them. I don't care. Hey, look, if they choose like to be upset or whatever, all right, cool. Oh, my apologies. I didn't know about that. You know what? I'm gonna leave you alone. Is it okay if we pick up the conversation back on Monday at 2 o'clock? Does that sound okay? Boom. Like, and then you solve your situation, like your problem, and then I, the amount of people that I have spoken to, even on a Sunday, that actually were looking to speak to me and were eager to speak to me, it outweighs the people that were upset. So I don't care. I just be calling.
okay. Yeah, then I'll do it because
Yeah. But
I
look,
yeah.
some people have that in their morals, right? Like some people are built the way that, like, hey, Sunday is my day off. So they don't even feel comfortable even talking to somebody else because that's how their brain is wired. And if
Yep.
that's how it is, then that's fine. It's a personal preference. Like whatever makes you more comfortable, whatever makes you feel more legitimate, or I don't know how, whatever you want to call it. So, but yeah, that's about it, guys.
Problem on it. I see it everywhere on TikTok. They're always like Sunday this, Sunday that. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, I guess. I don't know.
literally, guys. I gotta blow my nose like crazy. Let's cut it short, and I'll talk to you guys after this. As soon as I get the CRM up and running, I'm gonna give you guys a call.
All right. Thank you.
Is it like a time that I can't call, or that would be too late?
No, 4 o'clock in the morning works. Anytime. Anytime.
All right, cool. What about you, Malachi?
It doesn't matter.
All right, cool. I'll give you guys a call in like an hour or so.
All right.
That's good.
Yep. Thank
All right,
you.
of course. I'll talk
Yep.
to you guys soon.
Yep.
All right, bye.